Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, I am typically known on here as Loving Life Freely. I am changing things up a little bit, and we're still going to have some great video content over here, you guys. I'm also going to be posting a message over on the Daily Healthy Living channel to let you guys know the changes and updates that I'm making. But I'm sharing this video not only to let you know about the changes and updates, but my reasons as to why I'm doing this and why I'm going to do my best to continue on with you too. So if you're excited to see the changes and what's going on in my life and all the craziness, stay tuned, you guys. Okay, everybody, for those of you who know me as a reseller, if you know me on Poshmark, maybe even Whatnot Lives, my YouTube channel here, y'all know that my first and foremost priority in my life is God, and then my husband and my kids, and then my business and my friends and all my life and everything else and all that, right? That is my lineup in my life, is God first, my husband, my kids, my reselling, and my friends, and all that comes next. Because of that, I've been trying to find a way to balance everything that's going on, especially with all the changes that are happening for Dan and I. If you watch my lives and some of my videos on my Daily Healthy Living channel, I share with some of you guys that in a couple of years my husband and I are going to be making some changes, and because of those changes, right now, we are looking at what things are going to look like for us in a couple of years when those changes happen. Not just in like what kind of house we might be in, where we might be living, where our kids are going to be, where we're going to be, but also just in the growth of my business and where we're taking things with my business. We want to make sure that whatever our transition is, that our business flows smoothly with that transition. And I need to make changes now for that to occur. So to kind of give you an update, like I said, in a couple of years, my husband and I are going to be making a change. And we decided this about 6 months ago because we've been living out here in South Dakota for about 3 years now. It's crazy to think it's been 3 years already, but it has. And we do like things out here, but we really miss our kids and our grandkids. And the kids that live locally here to us will no longer be living here in a couple of years. So we're going to be making some changes, and our hope is to move further back west, in a direction back west. We're not moving back to Washington, but our goal is to move further back west and be closer to our kids. So we're literally like a day's drive instead of like 3 days drive. So that's kind of the goal, and that's going to be happening in a couple of years. And the reason why it's taking a couple of years is because we have updates and remodeling we're currently doing to our current house right now. If you don't know yet, we live in an 1897 Victorian home, and it needs updating. And we are doing the work ourselves. So it's taking us some time to make the updates, do it ourselves, and not just the inside work, but outside work. So we're going to be working on that over the next couple of years. During seasons, when it's cold out, we're going to be working inside. When it's warm out, we're going to be working outside. You know the gist of how things go when you're doing remodeling, right? So we're really working on a lot of big projects right now, on top of him working full-time, me working my business full-time as a reseller. Even that dynamic has changed. I'm still listing on platforms, but a huge shift has changed for me in the last month or so. I have switched to mainly full-time doing lives on Poshmark and Whatnot, selling kids' clothes. It's just working for me. And the reason why I did that is reselling has changed so much in the last couple of years for me. My business model and how I do my business is just working best for my husband and I. We've talked a lot about it. And to be able to do the kind of business that I want to be able to do now, and also be able to do when we move and not have big, massive inventory, is to do kids' clothes and have it going in as quickly as it can and go right back out as quickly as it can. I'm still selling brand new jewelry, but again, I could have 1,000 pieces of jewelry in a small bin sitting in a little corner, and it just takes up so little space. But men's and women's clothes just take up so much more space, and to have the amount of clothing to be able to resell. So you kind of get the idea of what we're doing here. I'm doing kids' lives, reselling kids' clothes on Poshmark Lives and Whatnot Lives, and I'm doing 3 lives right now a day, Monday through Friday. So my lives are averaging out between an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you can imagine, between sourcing, keeping up my house, And again, my priority in my house, even outside of my reselling, is my walk with God, spending time in His Word, doing my studying, but also being a wife. My first priority above everything outside of my relationship with God is being a wife to my husband, running my household, being a homemaker, being, taking care of the daily routines here at home, making the meals, keeping up the house. That is my first and foremost priority, even above my business, because my walk with God, taking care of my husband and my house is my number one priority. And then if I can make extra money to help my husband and be a helpmeet to him financially and taking care of things here, then that is the secondary thing outside of being a wife and a mom, or being a business owner. So we've been trying to figure out as a couple, how can we can balance me still being at home, running a business from home. We have thought about maybe me having a job outside the home, but we both agreed in all of our marriage, we've been married 33 years, in all of our marriage, me being at home has always been the best blessing for us as a couple. I really truly believe that my role as a wife is to maintain and help take care of the home, to make sure that the meals are taken care of, that the house is maintained, the cleanup. But you know how things go for wives, the things that we do, the beautiful moral model that God gave us in the Bible about our role in the house is to help maintain and upkeep the house. And even though we're empty nesters, that still applies. And I take pride in knowing that when I wake up, that my house is being maintained and upkept, and to be the help me to my husband and the other goals that we have set to accomplish together as a couple. But my main goal as a Proverbs 31 woman is to maintain and upkeep my household and to have it be a blessing for my husband when he does come home from a job. And then the projects and the things that we're doing together as a couple, I am his helpmeet in those projects. And I take pride in that, and I humbly say that that is my first priority, and I love doing that. I love honoring God in that role. So for me to be able to continue to do that, we still feel that me being a stay-at-home wife and running a business from home, and bringing in extra money doing that is the best blessing for us. So I am not going to be going and getting a job. In fact, if anything, my business and the way I've changed my business has been even more of a blessing to me than me listing product right now. So my lives are doing very well, and they're continuing to grow. And my goal is to grow that to a point where when we do move, that just continues on wherever we move to in a couple years. I also want to continue to do the videos that I was doing on Daily Healthy Living site, but instead of having two separate channels, because I am so very busy between the updates on our house, my full-time reselling, maintaining my house, I still want to be a blessing and to share with you guys about living healthy, getting rid of the chemicals in our houses, and also, to me, living healthy on a daily basis isn't just about getting rid of chemicals and being healthy and eating healthy and maintaining a healthy body for the Lord and honoring God with a healthy body. But it's also just living healthy for God on a daily basis, just being a Christian. And you all know, if you know me a little bit, you know that, like I've said, God is the first, most important relationship in my life. And I want to be able to share that with you. I want to be able to share things that I'm learning from the Bible, what it means to me to be a wife, according to the Bible, a mom according to the Bible, the struggles and challenges that we go through. And right now the world is a struggle. It's a struggle to live in the world, and not be of it, according to what the Bible tells us to be. And being a wife, a godly wife, a godly mother, a godly reseller, a godly homemaker, and all the aspects, as well as getting rid of the chemicals in my house and living as toxin free in our house. There's so many aspects to all of that. And I want to just bring it all onto one channel. Since I'm not doing unboxings anymore, I'm not doing what souls anymore, I don't have time to run two channels. I'm just going to be honest. Because I do want to make sure that my priority is being a wife and a mom and maintaining my home like that and honoring God in that. I still want to be a blessing to you guys and share Jesus with you guys, share healthy living with you guys, toxic free, healthy meals, just all those aspects that we were doing on the other channel. I'm going to be bringing that over here, sharing with you things that I know as being a blessing as a wife, as a Christian wife, things we struggle with as Christian moms, Christian wives, all the things. I'm going to bring it on to just one channel, so it's a blessing to all of you. and still be able to bring great content to you. I want to honor God in all my content. And so in order for me to be able to do that, I just can't run 2 channels right now. So I hope that's a blessing to you guys. I need to make some more laundry soap, so I thought about doing an updated laundry soap video because the first one that I did, I was still so raw and running that channel, so I thought about doing that. And I do have one of those, what do they call it? The video cam that you can wear on your chest. You know, you carry it with you. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. I think when I make the soap, I'll wear the chest cam so that you guys can just kind of see it. I'm not having to move the camera around and all that, so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see the video better. And so I'll do that. And I have a lot of other great content. I have a video that I want to share about with you guys. Just some things that were blessing me the other day, and also just as a wife and as a mom, and just the craziness in the world right now. We're trying to grow our garden and what's going on with that. And I will also be incorporating a little bit of our remodeling and our updating that we're doing in our house. And the reason why I'm incorporating some of that, some of you guys actually mentioned when I started my Daily Healthy Living channel, that the idea of me incorporating some of our house remodeling, you guys would be interested in some of that. So I'm going to incorporate some of that as well. And so, yeah, there's just going to be a lot of fun content. And as we continue to do updates to our house and just our daily life here, and again, my life with the Lord, my life as a wife to my husband, and just those blessings that are involved there. I'm actually going to be a little bit MIA over the next couple of weeks because we've got one of our daughters coming to visit. We haven't seen them in almost 2 years. And her husband and 2 grandkids are coming to visit off and on for a couple of weeks. And then we're actually going to be going back with them to go back and see one of our sons and my parents. So there might be a little bit of an MIA for a couple of weeks because of that, because we're going to be busy visiting family for a couple of weeks, you guys. And I'm still going to be doing my reselling lives a little bit in between that when I'm not busy doing that. So it's going to be a crazy couple of weeks coming up starting next week. But I just want to drop this with you guys and share with you. All my content is just going to be on this channel, and I hope it's a blessing to you. If you guys have a video you would like me to drop to you guys, whether it's about the Bible, about my faith, why I believe what I believe, my walk with my husband, my walk with my children, anything about getting rid of chemicals in your house, anything like that. And I am a reseller. I am literally a full-time reseller. That is not a part-time thing. Because even before I was doing my lives, I was still doing listings, class posting, YouTube. And because I'm doing 3 lives a day, an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, that's 6 hours out of my day each day, you guys, that I am doing lives. So I am definitely still a full-time reseller. And it's doing very well. My husband's very excited about where things are going with that. He's very excited about growing it with me. And he's going to be eventually helping me with shipping as that grows. So he's going to be incorporating on that with me. On top of other things we want to do, because once we get moved, we're going to be real estate investing again. So we've got a lot of things on the back burner, a lot of things going on that we want to be able to start doing. And one of the reasons why we want to move is because we really want to get property again, to have our own animals, our own chickens again. A lot going on. So I hope this was a blessing to you guys. Just again, we're going to change it up, you guys, and bring in some great, fresh new content for you guys. To just kind of tweak things a little bit. If I do incorporate reselling content a little bit, I might share with you guys how the lives are doing, but it won't be just focused on like just doing sales and unboxings. It's going to be a little bit of everything for you guys, and I hope that's a blessing to you. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing in with this great update. I'm outside today because it's just absolutely beautiful out right now. It's probably about 70 degrees out. The birds are chirping. I think you might even be able to hear them. It's just an absolutely beautiful day. My dog is sitting next to me in the grass. It's just a freshly mowed day too. My husband mowed yesterday. And it's just an absolutely beautiful day to just be out here, breathing in the fresh air, glorifying God today because of this beauty out here. And I'm telling you, I'm just so grateful to just live daily and freely in the Lord. And just, I'm excited about where my husband and I are going and what we're doing. I'm excited about this, the content we're going to be bringing to you guys. I'm just excited about how God is changing things for us, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. Guys, I'm excited to share the next video with you. I've got some great things to share with you. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.